The EU continues to grow frustrated with Boris Johnson as an expert claimed Brexit talks will continue into 2021. King's College London Professor of European Politics and Foreign Affairs and Director of UK in A Changing Europe, Anand Menon argued Brexit isn't yet over. During an interview with Express.co.uk, Professor Menon insisted that the European Union is continuing to get frustrated with Boris Johnson and the United Kingdom. He added even in the eventuality the UK and EU are able to agree on a deal by the end of the transition period, talks will continue into 2021 and beyond. He insisted both sides will want to make amendments, additions and negotiate certain areas again. Professor Menon said, I think the EU got surprised and a bit irritated back in June. This is because they expected Boris Johnson to ask for an extension. So since then, I think they have been reconciled by the fact that there is not going to be a very ambitious deal, even if there is a deal. Professor Menon reiterated that the EU is growing more annoyed with Britain due to the Brexit process. He said, I think now the EU is frustrated, and the EU side thinks the reason they think there is no progress being made is that the Prime Minister has been reluctant to decide how badly he wants a Brexit deal and if so will he compromise in order to get it. I think there is a level of frustration on the EU's side at the moment. I am not saying that is a correct interpretation, but I sense on their side they are getting frustrated. The political expert also noted that Brexit talks will likely continue into 2021 due to the minimalist scope of a potentially agreed Brexit deal. He said, this notion of Brexit being finished, even if it is the case that the negotiations finished and we get a deal, there are two things worth saying. Firstly, we will probably keep on talking to the EU about things to add or change to the deal. I think, more importantly, for many Brexit supporters, Brexit was a means to an end, leaving the European Union left the UK free to do things differently at home. That part of Brexit is yet to be done, a new way of the state intervening into the economy, a new way of regulating food production, a new way of dealing with the environment. That second phase of Brexit, which is how we capitalize and how we do things differently here, that bit now needs to be done.